Hello, Leo. This is your reading. So I'm going to start with some affirmation. Get some overall energy for Leo, please. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Leo. You got my intuition flows whenever I am still, hearing inner guidance. Leo. That's a lot, Leo. I'm gonna try this. That's nice to know. Something about happy relationships moving forward. Okay, so we've got the Page of Swords for your overall energy. Take your time to think before you act. Okay, Leo. Yeah. Okay, so your overall energy is trusting the direction of the universe and knowing you're being guided, trusting your intuition, as your intuition flows, or being still and listening to your intuition and taking your time. So you're waiting for the moment to see something. Okay. You have some more on it for the overall energy for Leo. You got the Star, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So you're ready to speak some truth, or to actually go towards some opportunities. You're making smart moves, educated choices. So you're moving with intent, basically. That's great. So what's your blockages? Blockages for Leo. Page ones. So you're excited, you're ready to go. The thing that you're going for, you probably don't have. You're gathering information, you're waiting for the right opportunity, but I feel like you're new to this. So there's only, without experience, there's only so much you can know, or so much confidence you can have in it. What is that? Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. You've worked hard, you're being careful, do you remember this one? What's this page one? The blockages for Leo. Yeah, you got it. 9 You're not trying to make any silly mistakes. You're not doing, or maybe you've done it in the past and now you don't. You're not jumping, which is good though. It's a good thing. It's not saying it like you're gonna miss any opportunities. Slow and steady wins the race, and whatever they say. So what do you need to release? What does Leo need to release? Yeah, 4 wands, 2 pentacles, and 3 pentacles. balancing work and home, finding balance. All work and no play leads to a sad, tiring day. So to release, that's a balance though, so I don't understand. It's the constant juggling though of it, I think, is what needs to be released. It says 4, 2, 3. So something's, you got another 4 there, 3 there, 2 there, 4, 3, 2. That's counting down. Maybe you need to wind down. But no. And that's between the 8 and the 9. It's a lot of work. I feel like another 2, 2, 2, 2 could be significant. I don't normally do this with the numbers, by the way. I'm trying to see. A bit more. To release. For Leo. What's the 2 of Pentacles? 5, by the way. Where's the King of Cups? Support yourself before you can support others. Your emotions might be getting, if you want to be there for everybody, you might be being pulled in too many different directions. Probably not prioritizing yourself, or if you are, or you think you are. Are you sure it's what you really want and not what people have made you think that you've got to do? Like, are you stuck in, so to release the idea that you have to do this? It's something you've always done. People rely on you. Maybe there's a new approach to things. Maybe there's a new way you can do this. Maybe you need to make people release the expectation that you're just always going to be there. What's the advice for Leo? The Emperor, Justice. The Emperor's on his side. It does say a need for hard work, organisation, foundations. I do feel heavily that it's organisation. I think you might be stuck in, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think you're stuck in that kind of mentality because it's just worked for so long. This routine maybe that you've had of just going to work, coming home, and just having the odd hour for yourself, or the 1 day a week for yourself, or it might not even be about self-care. It's making it fair. Use your intuition to set your moral compass, the Justice card says, which is another 2. The Emperor is also a 4. The Knight of Pentacles is a 3. Honestly, 4, 3, and 2. 4, 3, 2. Only when it's counting backwards is it in synchronicity by the looks of it, but then this one here was out of that. It was 4, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm doing numerology today. I don't know whether this is to do with money and numbers. Maybe you have to spend a lot of time at work in order to be able to keep the home supported, which means that you don't spend a lot of time at home, and it's always been like that. It's just always going to have to be like that, or for the foreseeable future. Maybe you can't see a way that it can't be like that unless somebody else can work if you're a single parent or you're a single person. Well, yeah, I think making it, but it's a King of Cups and an Emperor as well, so I do feel like I might be talking to. But there's a Queen of Swords up there, so. But it's somebody who is the breadwinner, is what I wanted to say anyway. Advice with the Emperor and the Justice. Ten of Wands. It's a lot of responsibility. You have got. There is always another way to do something. The stress, the burden, the blockage, the frustration, excessive pressure. It doesn't always have to be that way. I know it's easier said than done, but sounds like somebody needs to delegate some of the responsibilities somewhere. What's the action that you can take to do that for Leo? It's the Eight of Pentacles, but it says find work-life balance to protect your creativity. So you haven't even got no time to work on anything else. Anything that's for you, for your purpose. So your purpose isn't just to pay, like work to pay the bills, to keep everybody alive. It's all of them things. I don't want to be cliche and I don't want to be, I'm not anti-work and I can't tell people to stop working. Just, I can say stop working so hard though, because if you was to go tomorrow, they'll replace you. If it's the work, if it's the family, you know, what happens if you can't go to work, if you end up like you're in ill health or whatever it is. Do you see where I'm going? It might not even be about work, but your health is your wealth. You are important to don't work yourself to the bone. If you know, it's a thankless job. It is Eight of Pentacles action for Leo. I'm going to give you some advice. Energy was unexpected. There's something like a nest egg or something. See, this, if I kept seeing the unexpected, energy of an unexpected, settled decisions, practicality, contribution. Somebody needs to contribute. That's what I think, because the energy of the unexpected conflict movement, it feels like somebody isn't going to be happy if you was to say that you needed them to get a job or start putting into some of the bills or whatever. And I'm not saying if that's fair for you to ask that, it's not fair for them to bring you drama for this request. But at the same time, you can't be so stuck. We can't just be saying it's my family and sacrificing ourselves, is what I'm trying to say. Because yes, we do sacrifice for our family, but not to this extent, because this is looking like somebody might even be considering taking on a second job or something because they have no savings or no backup plan. And that it's like, I'm literally working to survive. And if you was to take on a second job, this person, I wouldn't recommend it at all. I wouldn't recommend it. Somebody needs to start delegating. If it is needed, this second job, there needs to be a second person. And that's my advice on that one. I will leave that at that. Okay. Let's get Let's take you for a ride. Step 1 spirit message for Leo. Okay, apparently you can have 3, but I'll just give it 2. Spirit animal for Leo. Audience angel for Leo. Okay. And a moon card for Leo. Thank you. Okay, your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon is that. You've got positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes, whether through love, fear, or indifference. You are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. You've also got the Bobcat mystery. The Bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. Your spirit messages are, you are doing your best and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. Your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Make decisions rationally but sensibly. And that goes back to the beginning where it was saying that you're waiting, you've got emotional intelligence, you're moving with logic. Yeah. So I don't know who I'm talking to, and I don't know what I have said, but I hope that helped.